Berfine, good evening.
Good afternoon, Mr. Brady.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very good, very good. I had a nice weekend. Yesterday we went to one of our friends turned 85 and we went to her birthday party and it was a lot of fun. Today it's kind of rainy, but it's a nice day to talk to you. So, what did you do this weekend and how was school today?
Weekend is classic.
Okay.
I go to course. I do exams. I
Okay.
listen to my teachers. I do homework. And this day is a little bit difficult. This week is a little bit difficult because we have 5 days at school and we have 5 exams at school this week.
Ah, okay. My last student right before you, he lives in, am I saying it right? Merci?
Yes.
Merci? Okay. And he told me he had his English exam today, and it was a listening exam.
Yes.
Did you have an exam like that today?
This day I have religion. I make this exam. I do listening and speaking.
Okay. So when will you have your English exam? Which day?
This Wednesday.
Okay. I hope you do well. Now, like he said, will it be a listening exam, a speaking exam, a reading
Yes.
exam? What kind?
The writing exam.
Okay.
They take 25% of listening, 25% of speaking, and
Mhm.
50% of writing.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot of writing. Wow. Okay. Now, which part do you think for you, which part would you say is the easiest and which part would you say is the hardest?
The easiest one is listening because they
Okay.
given we listen on one thing and we write something about it. It's easier. And
Okay.
the harder one is speaking.
I see. But you do speak very well, Berfine.
Thanks.
That must help because you speak well. Do
Thanks.
you, do you feel nervous when you speak English in class?
No,
Okay. Well, that helps too if you're not nervous. Okay.
speaking is hard because they given thing and this this year I have a thing that my thing is tourism. You
Ah,
write something about it and you must learn it.
mhm.
If you can't learn it, the teacher break thing too.
I see. I see. Okay. Well, why don't we start with our English vocabulary? Maybe these will
Okay.
be words you can use. The other day we talked about this word, which is a verb. Okay. What do you
Yes.
remember about deflate?
Deflate is you make someone or something less important.
Yes, I feel deflated. Okay.
And after my social studies exam, I think I deflated.
You felt deflated. And do you
Yes.
remember this? I still have it.
I see.
Right. It can also mean no air. So this balloon is deflated.
Yes.
Okay. It has no air in it. It's not fun to play with. It's got no air at all. Hey, what's the opposite of deflate?
Undeflate.
Good try. Good try. Remember
No,
this?
is it indeflate or
Inflate. Very
in
good. Inflate is the opposite. It's also a verb, but inflate. So that is deflated. Okay. Now I want to ask you a question. You are the only sister and you are the middle child.
Yes.
You are younger than one brother and older than the other brother. Now, do you remember when Bauer was born?
Yes, of course.
You remember. And you remember when he was a baby.
Yes.
Did you ever help your mother take care of Bauer?
Yes.
Maybe like while mommy was busy, you held him or something. You did that kind of thing?
Of course.
Okay. This is a good word for you to know. Okay. Can you say pacify? Pacify. Okay. And pacify is a verb. Okay. So let's say this. Bauer was a baby and there was a big rainstorm. Lots of thunder, lots of lightning, and Bauer started crying. He was scared. Okay.
Okay.
Picked him up and you said, shh, shh, don't cry. It's okay. You're safe. And you know how sometimes people make those noises to babies? Shh, shh, calm down. And you make him feel calm and you make him feel safe. You pacify him. Okay. So I'm going to write this: to make calm, to make safe. Okay.
Okay.
And let me see. I'm just curious. Pacify. Berfine, what is that?
Make safe. To make
Okay.
safe.
That's what it, and that's what pacify is. Okay. We used to have a cat, and the cat was very, very afraid of loud noises. And so when thunder came, that cat was terrified. And I would pick her up and just hold her real tight and say, shh, it's okay, it's okay. But she did not, that cat did not like loud sounds, not at all. Okay. Now, also, do you see that thing in the baby's mouth in that picture?
Yes.
Okay. This is what this is called in English. Let me write it for you. Okay. Can you say that?
Pacifier. No, sorry.
Right. Pacifier. Pacifier.
Pacifier. Noun.
Is that what you call it in Turkish? Emzik?
Emzik.
Emzik. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's also, and you see, pacifier is made from the word pacify. It's made from the word pacify. So pacifier. So let me ask this. Do a lot of parents in Turkey use
Yes.
pacifiers with their babies?
Yes.
So you do see that. Yeah. We have 3 children and we use, just like you, we have 3. Okay. And we used pacifiers with them when their teeth started to come, then we stopped. Because some people say if you use a pacifier when the baby gets teeth, it makes the teeth uneven. It makes them spread apart. So then we stopped. Okay. Well, very good. Pacify. All right, Miss Berfine, let's move on to this and let's see how many out of the 12 you have down. So what do we have here?
Elephants.
Okay.
Emu. Eggs. Earthworm. Eggplant. Evergreen trees. Emeralds. Eraser. Eagle.
Now this is a new one. Do you know what this is?
I know in Turkish.
Okay. Okay. They're bigger than a deer. This is not a deer. They're bigger. The funny thing is they're very big, but the name is very short. Look at how short the name is.
Elk.
Elk, right. So it's a big animal, but a little name, elk. Okay. Let's see if we can do the last 2. Ooh, this is a Mexican food. I love these. Have you ever, Berfine, have you ever gone to a Mexican restaurant?
No.
I love Mexican restaurants. If you come here, I will take you to a Mexican restaurant. I love them. Okay. This is a tough word. Enchiladas. Enchiladas.
Enchiladas.
Right. Very good. You said that perfectly. So inside of it, it has beef or chicken or pork. Now, I know you wouldn't eat the pork, but you can get it with beef or chicken. And then this is made out of corn. They're wrapped up in corn. And then this is called sour cream on top. I love enchiladas. When I get enchiladas, I usually get the chicken ones. Chicken. Very good. Very tasty. Okay. Ooh, do you know what those are? In cold weather.
Earrings. No, sorry.
That's a good try. Earrings are these. Do you have earrings?
Yes. No,
Oh,
not
okay.
now.
These are called earmuffs. Earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Yeah. Now the difference, an earring, you wear earrings because they look pretty. Okay. An earmuff is to keep your ears warm in the wintertime. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's do the 3 new ones. This animal is an
elk.
Elk. This is a Mexican
Enchiladas.
enchiladas. Very good. And you pronounce that really well. And those are
Earmuffs.
earmuffs. Earmuffs. Earmuffs. I grew up in New York where it's very cold in the wintertime, but I have never used earmuffs. A hat, yes, but not earmuffs. Have you ever had earmuffs?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Yeah. I have
don't-
never used earmuffs, never before. Okay. All right. Miss Berfine, last time when we talked, we finished our spelling words and we finished all the spelling words. And today we're ready to start some new words. But I know this is kind of funny to show you this, but down here in the corner, do you understand what they mean by long A?
No.
Okay. Long A is the A sound. A, like the word ape. Berfine went to the zoo and saw an ape. And that's the A sound. But sometimes A makes the A sound, like apple. And that's called short A. Berfine ate an apple for lunch. A. That's short A. This is long A. And Berfine, in this spelling list, we're going to look at some words. They all have the A sound, but the spellings might surprise you. So let's look at the words. Berfine, I want you to look at the word and then tell me, do you want to say them or do you want me to say them first?
I can say it first.
Okay, as soon as you're ready. Go ahead.
Pale, ray, trail, sway, paint, by, plain, may, gray, snail, pale, try, bright, place, great.
Berfine, that was very good. For the very first time you saw those words, that was very good. Now, I want to remind you of one thing. All of the words have the A sound. So how would you say that one?
By.
Bay. Berfine, remember, it has to have the A sound. So bay. Okay.
Bay.
And how do you say this one?
Tray.
Very good. And how do you say this one?
Braid.
Right, because they all have the A sound. Do you understand what I'm saying? They all have the A sound. But the A sound is spelled differently because here the A sound is spelled A-Y. Here it's spelled A-I. And over here, this one's really strange. The A sound is spelled E-A. Very strange. English can be very strange sometimes. Okay, Berfine, look at row 1, the top row. Tell me one of those words that you already know. What's one word you already know?
Fail and paint.
Very good. I know you're an artist. I knew you would know paint because you're Berfine and you would know that. Berfine, ask me about one of the other words that you don't know about.
Sway.
That's a great question. Berfin, sway means something slowly moves to the right and to the left. Okay. So Berfin, imagine there was a big windstorm outside and you saw a tree and the tree was going like this in the wind. That's sway. Okay.
I understand.
Or if you were listening to some music and you really liked it and you're going like this, you're swaying. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Berfin, let's look at row 2. Tell me a word that you already know.
May.
What is May?
May is how can I explain? I think I can't explain it.
Okay. Well, if I take this, my calendar, right now it's March.
Oh yes, I said this, but
Right.
I can't explain it.
Right. It's a month. It's a month. It's one of the 12 months. But Berfin, did you know that May is also a girl's name?
I never heard that before.
Yeah, so it is a name for a girl. So May is also the name of a girl. So it's the name of a month and the name of a girl. Tell me one word that you're not sure about in row 2.
Bay.
Okay, Bay. Let me pull up real quickly a map of Turkey. Okay. All right, so here's Turkey, where my friend Miss Berfin lives. There it is. Okay. So this is a bay. See that? So
Yes.
it's an area of the earth where there's this is a big sea, but then it makes kind of an upside down U here and goes in. So that's a bay. Oh, look at these bays near Izmir. There's a lot of bays.
Yes.
So let me put that in our translator real quickly. Does that make sense? Defne?
Defne.
Defne. Okay. And so that would be a bay. All right. Berfin, I know these words are new, but you're doing well. So we'll get them down eventually. Okay. Now look at the last row. And is there a word there that you already know?
Great. Pale. Place.
Very good. So which word do you want to ask about? Tray or braid?
Braid.
Braid is something that you do to your hair. Now, I'm looking at you right now. Do you have a ponytail right now?
Yes.
Is it braided? Okay, let me show you a picture. Okay, Berfin. Oh, wow, look at these girls. This is braided.
Oh.
Do you see that? When you take your hair and you go like this and you braid, that is
I
braided.
braided last night.
Okay, so, oh, now look at this one. She's got some in a braid and some not in a braid. So do you braid your hair?
Yes.
So can you do it by yourself or does your mom help you?
Sometimes I can do, but mostly my mother is help me.
Okay. So do you like to have it in a braid or do you like not to have your hair in a braid? What do you prefer?
I like braid.
Aha. Okay. All right. Well, very good. Well, Berfin, that's a good start. We're off to a good start with your new spelling words, and we'll continue working on them in the next little while. Now, Berfin, the last thing today I wanted to think about, you know that my ancestors, some of my ancestors came to the United States from Italy.
What's this?
Okay. Do you know this country?
I know.
Okay. Some of my ancestors came to the United States from Italy.
Okay.
And someday I would like to go to Italy. I have never been, but I would like to go. What are some things you already know about Italy? What is Italy famous about? What's something famous about Italy?
Pasta.
Oh, yes, pasta. What else?
I don't know.
Pizza.
Oh yes, pizza too.
Do you
I
remember?
just know pasta and pizza.
Do you remember that one time we read the story about the margarita pizza?
Yes.
You remember that a long time ago? Yeah. So today we're going to read about something else that Italy is very, very famous for. It's a city in Italy that is very, very famous. So
A gondola ride in Venice.
now, before we start, could you hear it?
Yes, I can.
Do you know some things about the city of Venice?
I know just there's water in the ground.
Right, right. Well, water in the streets. Okay. All right. Okay, Berfine, this story had a lot of new words, and
Yes.
some of them I think you know. For example, when they say canal, it's the same thing in Turkish, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you pronounce it kanal?
Kanal.
Kanal, okay, which is kind of like a road of water. It's kind of like
Yes.
a river and and water and a road all put together. Okay, now a gondola is a special boat. Can you show me how do you look if you row a gondola? What is row?
It's you do like this. You wrote.
Good, right. That's row. Very good. That is row. Very good. Now, when mom says, my feet are sore, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad.
What does it mean if your feet are sore?
If your feet are sore, your feet is had
They
it's
hurt.
out.
Right. They hurt them. Hey, Berfine, after you finish a test, does your hand feel a little bit sore?
Yes.
Berfine did so much writing, her hand is sore. Ouch, ouch. Your hand is sore. Okay. Can you show me narrow with your hands? Show me narrow.
Mhm.
What is narrow? Can you show me that? Right, right. So this is narrow. This is wide. Narrow, narrow.
Narrow one.
Good. Very good. Berfine, if the Doge's palace was elegant, what is elegant?
It's mean like very pretty.
Right, right. Very pretty, very beautiful. And now lagoon, did you see what lagoon is?
Yes.
True. So a lagoon it's a little bit like a lake, isn't it?
Yes.
Or a little bit like a bay. That spelling word we just did, it's a little bit like that too. Sightseeing, sightseeing. Berfine, if I came to visit you, would you take me sightseeing?
Of course.
What would be some sights near your house that we would go to see? What should we see?
First, if you come Ankara, we went to Anıtkabir. If we go Istanbul, we go Topkapı Palace,
Ah,
Sofia.
Hagia Sophia, yes.
If you went to Mardin, we go Whitewater
Oh,
and
that's fun.
Boncuklu Field
Yeah. Now,
and Ulu Mosque and some church.
now, if you and your brothers came here, do your brothers like soccer?
Yes.
Do you
Very
like soccer?
yes.
I would take you all to the big stadium to see a soccer game. I would also take you to, we have a museum of Coca-Cola, because Coca-Cola started right here in Atlanta, and I would take you to that. And also for a fun day, I'd probably take you to an amusement park for one day just to have fun. Okay? Berfin, as always, you did an excellent job today. Well done. Well done. It was good to see you, okay?
It's good to see you too, Mr. Bernie.
Good night, Miss Berfin.